Is it looking like there's a lot of wind lions?
Tons.
Where are they?
Everywhere.
What the fuck is that?
What?
Is that the fucking backup song? It's the siren that the car plays when we're in reverse.
Yeah.
So we rented a car for like $25 from our landlord. It comes with some added bonuses.
They say if you're pregnant and you touch this part of the wind lion, you're gonna have a boy, I think. There are boy and girl wind lions that I read on the internet. Do I touch the wind lion?
Now this is a wind lion. Now Kinmen has a really great story of kind of like, you know, man versus nature, and then nature, you know, taking its toll on man. You know, the early people of the island, they showed up, they started, you know, farming it, they cut down the trees. Then there was like, you know, years, like centuries of like wars and rebellions, and, you know, people cut down the trees to make boats, and basically the people deforested the island. Now, after they deforested the island, there was no trees or anything to kind of block the winds from the winter monsoons. So the wind would just blow through here, and what happened was the wind pretty much blew all the topsoil right off the island. So the place became desertified, right? Like, and there started being like these big sand dunes coming up everywhere, and people couldn't grow anything, and people were having a hard time, you know, coming up with food and all that. So what they did, they started making these statues, these talismans called wind lions, and they put these wind lions like around the peripheries of the villages, of the towns, to kind of protect the town and defend the town from these strong winds that were really blowing through and really inhibiting, you know, people's ability to survive. So all around Kinmen, there's these wind lions, and there's kind of like this set tour, right? If you go around and you visit, you know, all 60 official wind lions, the island, they'll give you a prize, or they give you something for it. Wind lion number 1. Get your heads in there. So we're walking into, what is it, the Mashan Observation Station? Through one of these like long military tunnels that Kinmen's known for. And that is just how close the PRC, or Communist Controlled China, is from here. And this observation tower, this is just basically just a place where, you know, soldiers from the Kuomintang, the ROC, would just kind of like sit here and look through these binoculars at soldiers, you know, across this narrow bit of water from the People's Liberation Army, who were looking at pretty much the same binoculars back at them. So they just kind of sat there all day for decades, just looking at each other. Puppy, get in it.
哪一个国家？
哦，美国。
你读几年级的？
我不是读年级的学校。
5年级耶。
So a lot of the houses on Kinmen, a lot of the old traditional houses, people are now fixing up, and you know they turn them into guest houses, or they're just living in them, or you know they got some extra money, so they're fixing up their ancestral homes. But this house here is over 100 years old. It's over 100 years old, and you know fairly recently they decided to start fixing up. They're gonna build it all new. You know they use kind of like some modern building supplies, and kind of like try to keep it aesthetically similar, or as similar as possible to how it was. Looks like it might rain. Typhoon's coming in.
Typhoon's coming in. Alicia sent me a message.
What point?
Wind lion number 6. So we're going into Joan Ranch now. This has to be the best place at Kinmen to get a bowl of noodles. Apparently there's a wind lion at the airport. Wind lion. What number is this? 12. No, 11. 11.